You can't talk about 90s fashion without mentioning the girl group TLC, whose style influence still leaves an impact on fashion today. TLC inspired a whole generation of hip-hop style with their signature looks like baggy pants, overalls, crop tops, and logo print outfits. Crazy Sexy Cool was not just the name of their biggest album, it also described their style. All three members had their own unique look, but they would coordinate their outfits in a way that made it known that they were very much a group. All of the girl groups at that time were wearing body-hugging outfits, but they came on the scene rocking their signature look, which made them stand out and influence generations to come. Not just because of their oversized clothing, but they also made a political statement with their fashion by wearing condoms as accessories to raise safe sex and AIDS awareness. TLC's influence on style is still going strong even decades after they first burst onto the scene. Let's go over their best and most influential style moments and how they've impacted fashion forever. TLC consisted of two vocalists, Chilli, T-Boz, and the late rapper Lisa Left Eye Lopez. Their personalities were not only reflected in their style, but in the title of their iconic album, Crazy Sexy Cool. Let's see if you can guess who is who by the end of this video. The group first burst onto the scene in 1992 with the Ain't Too Proud to Beg music video. Many trends from the late 80s carried over to the early 90s, including bright fluorescent colors, oversized t-shirts, parachute pants, and jackets, which all set the tone of what we would come to know TLC for, with their super baggy pants, overalls, color blocking. Their debut album spawned 3 chart-topping hits, Ain't Too Proud to Beg, Baby Baby Baby, and What About Your Friends, and with each video being filled with their bright, bold, and colorful styles, fans quickly embraced their unapologetically tomboy look. The group came out in the early 90s, so they were playing off of some 80s hip-hop styles, and they mixed androgynous pieces with traditionally feminine details, which made for their very unique look. According to Chilli, quote, "For our first album, we were our own dressers. We didn't have stylists. We came up with all of the ideas when it came to the dressing. There's no way in the world we could have done the dances that we did in high heels and tight dresses. It would have just been a total accident waiting to happen. We'd be in the hospital somewhere with broken ankles," end quote. In those early days, they would often DIY their clothing, like spray painting their overalls and clothing with different sayings like "protection is the priority," which was very on brand with their safe sex messaging.
Where did the condoms come from? When did you all start that?
Hey, Lele, started right in my house. Let's see, yeah, me and Chilli were going somewhere, and as we were about to leave, I ran back in the house because I forgot something, and something just said, pick up the condom in the safety pin. It didn't, I don't know. But
something said that.
Something tapped on me and said, pick it up. And I ran back to the car. I was like, yo, Chilli, take this and pin it to your clothes. If anybody asks you why you're wearing it, just tell them it's for safe sex and start explaining to them. So we kind of took it from there.
You all go heavy on condoms and protection.
Right. That's right. Protection is a priority. We got all sizes, too.
They would shop for oversized clothing from stores like The Gap and Cross Colors and would buy huge size 38 pants. Mind you, the tallest member of the group, T-Boz, stood at 5'2", with Left Eye coming in second at 5'1", and Chilli being the most petite at 5'0". So they definitely made a statement. Overall, Chilli described their style as cartoonish but fly at the same time. On the tail of their debut album success, they released their second and most well-known album, Crazy Sexy Cool, which shot them into superstardom. Each single's music video from this album, Creep, Waterfalls, Red Light Special, and Diggin' on You, had their own distinct look. Let's get into each one. Creep probably had the most iconic wardrobe, silky jewel-toned pajamas, with each girl in a different color. This video showed that you don't have to do the most to be remembered. We love a coordinated matching set moment, and this is probably the most recreated TLC look. We then saw them step into a more grown and sexy vibe in the Red Light Special video. There was this sophisticated, old Hollywood vibe throughout the video with luxurious leathers and furs and silk shirts, but they still stayed true to themselves by wearing hoop earrings, rings, and layered necklaces. In Waterfalls, the girls wore translucent track pants topped with sarongs, and Diggin' on You ushered in a futuristic metallic look in all silver outfits. One of my personal favorites was the Diggin' on You video because I love me a silver futuristic inspired look. They very much stayed true to their signature style, but this was definitely a more elevated version of the baggy street styles that we've become accustomed to seeing them wear at this point. Now let's get into some of their most iconic looks. At the 1995 Kids' Choice Awards, they rocked fitted crop tops that had black and white stripes around the shoulders, worn with their signature baggy track pants, basketball shorts in colors matching their tops, and Tommy Hilfiger underwear peeking through, which if you know 90s fashion, you know that this was around the time when Tommy became a major brand amongst black artists on the R&B and hip-hop scene. Celebrities having brand endorsements with clothing lines wasn't a thing like it is today until R&B artists like Aaliyah's collaboration with Tommy a year later in 1996, and you started seeing every hot artist at the time rocking that brand. In that same year, we saw them rock metallic silver track pants and chunky boots at the 1995 MTV Movie Awards, this time with Dolce & Gabbana underwear bands peeking over the top. This has become a staple look in street fashion, letting the logo peek out to show off the brand. Towards the mid-90s, we saw TLC move away from the bright colors and denim and gravitate more so towards neutrals and metallic fabrics, while still maintaining their tomboy aesthetic, like at the infamous 1996 Grammys, where the TLC girls wore shimmery white pants, crop tops, and long line jackets. Without a doubt, one of their most iconic looks is from the No Scrubs music video, which was set in a futuristic space station where the trio wore 3 different colored spacesuits: white, black, silver, and Left Eye in blue. This music video is aesthetically reminiscent of other videos from that time, like Michael and Janet Jackson's video for Scream, as well as Busta Rhymes and Janet Jackson's music video for What's It Gonna Be. Apart from being the best-selling American girl group of all time, TLC paved the way for future icons such as Aaliyah, who is another name you can't skip when talking about 90s fashion or music, as well as many future girl groups like the Spice Girls in the UK to Destiny's Child in the US, with a sound and style that was both unique and socially self-aware. You can still see their influence everywhere, from social media influencers wearing crop tops and baggy pants, top celebrities, fast fashion collections, and high fashion brands that are hopping on the 90s trend. TLC's music offered a unique blend of R&B and hip-hop, merged with a signature tomboy style that was sexy, yet bold and unmatched. The 90s were filled with some pretty memorable fashion moments that can still be rocked today, but nothing held a candle to the looks popularized by the women who ruled the hip-hop and R&B scene. The 90s was a decade that shaped pop culture and fashion today and for generations to come. Since the inception of hip-hop and R&B, the creators of this genre have greatly impacted fashion and have always been the leaders of dictating what is cool and trendy for the masses to follow. Aside from the music and their unique style, TLC will always be remembered for their empowering lyrics and encouraging women to own their sexuality while reaffirming self-love, which was the theme of their top single, Unpretty. They were outspoken and not in the least bit shy about challenging mainstream ideals. They paved the way for many of our favorite artists today. So tell me what you think about this video down below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something new, and I want to hear from you. Tell me, what were your favorite TLC style moments? Oh, and if you made it to the very end, let me know in the comments, which can you relate more to? Crazy, sexy, or cool? By the way, if you haven't figured it out yet, Left Eye, may her soul rest in peace, was the crazy one. T-Boz was the cool one, and Chilli was the sexy one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Catch you right back here next time. Bye.